Okay, so let's start our design example. So any of the examples, say for example, I'm going to take one for reference. Find, the question is like this: find AST, find AST and ASC, or they can give us like the find the compression reinforcement as well as tension reinforcement required for a beam having the dimension 300 mm by 550 mm effective the factored moment, the moment applied moment or factored moment is equals to 400 kilonewton into meter. The effective cover for the tensile and compression reinforcement are, so effective cover for tension phase, that is equals to 50 mm, and for compressive phase, that is equals to 40 mm. So you can say d dash is equals to 40 mm. Now what we need to calculate is again M20 grade of concrete is given and Fe415 steel is given. So let's summarize all of the data, and you have the data is FCK is equals to 20, Fy is equals to 415 Newton per mm square. This is also in Newton per mm square. Now d dash is equals to 40 mm. Now another thing is a b is equals to 300 mm, and small d is also given, that is 550 mm, because directly given d is equals to 550 mm because this one is effective. So d is 550 mm. Now we need to calculate value of AST. So AST and ASC, these both things are question marks. We need to find out these two values. And applied moment, that is nothing but MU or MR, ultimate moment, that is given, that is 400 kilonewton into meter. So into 10 raised to 6 Newton into mm. So this is your applied moment. So to resist this moment, we need to find out the value of AST and ASC. We have the dimension, cross-sectional dimension, that are 300 mm and 550 mm. So first of all, we have to justify that which type of section is this. So either we have to design it as a singly reinforced section or doubly reinforced section. So for that, first of all, we must know about the MU limb criteria. So what is your MU limb? So MU limb for 415 grade of steel, that is nothing but 0.138 into FCK into BD square. So this is your step number one. Identify the type of beam is this, W or a singly reinforced section. So 0.138. FCK is your 20 into B is your 300 and D is your 550 square. So that's why this answer is 250 into 10 raised to 6 Newton into mm. So now compare this and this. So this one is your balance moment of resistance and this is an applied moment. So applied moment, that is much greater than about MU limb. That's why you have to design it as a doubly reinforced section. Please remember, in examinations, they will not give design a doubly reinforced section. They directly give that design the section for having the dimension of B and D, and it must resist the moment equals to 400 into 10 raised to 6 Newton into mm. So that's why first of all we have to identify the type of section. So this one is your doubly reinforced section. Now we can find out, we need to find out value of FCC. That is equals to, you can neglect it also, so 0.446 into 20. So this answer is 8.92 Newton per mm square. Now we need to calculate value of FSC. So for that we need to calculate D dash by D. So D dash is your 40 and D is your 550. So that answer is 0.073. Now what you can take it as approximately 0.1, but please make an interpolations between these two. Here, make interpolation between these two. Okay, so later on I am going to tell you how to make interpolation between these two, but right now I am going to take it as a 0.1. So value of FSC, that is equals to 353 Newton per mm square. Here, now if you want to make the interpolation, we make the calculations for both of the cases. So I am going to use green pen for the interpolation value. So we need to use that table and the table value of FSC that I'm going to show you over here. So you can use the same 415 grade is given. So for 0.05, this is 0.073 and another one is your 0.1. So for 0.05 your value is 355, and for this you need to calculate X, and 0.5 353 is there. So now let's calculate between these two. So what we need to do is X is equals to first of all, what we have to do is 0.073 minus 0.05 divided by 0.1 minus 0.05 here, this into over here 353 minus 350, just a minute, 353 minus 355, this is a minus, so this whole bracket and plus 355. Just give me the answer. What is the answer of these two? Give me the answer. So your answer of interpolation is, that is your X is equals to 354.08. So over here, what they have written there? Yes. Am I right? Is it the same?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So your answer, you can use 354 in your examinations, but you can take it. They have taken this is equals to 353 for higher side of the value of d dash by d. So this is your 354.02. Actually, you have to use this formula. So now onwards, please do calculation with this. We will cross verify it with our results also. Now, up to this, we have completed the value of FCC, now FSC, and now what we need to take is, first of all, we need to calculate value of AST1. Now our goal is we need to calculate value of AST1. Then we need to calculate AST2, and with the help of these two, you know the value of AST. And also we need the value of ASC. So how to determine these all value? So before that, we must know about this is your step number 3, MU2. So MU2 is nothing but MU lim minus MU applied MU. So sorry, I have made a mistake. This is not what you have to do is MU is equals to MU lim plus MU2. So what you need to calculate, MU2 is equals to MU minus MU lim. So now we know the value of MU, that is 400, and we know the value of MU lim, that we have derived from 0.138 FCK BD square, and this answer is 250 kilonewton into meter. So that's why our answer is 149 Newton, 149 into 10 raised to 6 Newton into mm. I have written all the things in Newton and mm because we have to use for finding out the AST, we require all the units in mm. That's why I have converted this into Newton into mm. So MU2, you know the value of MU2. So this is your step number 3. Now step number 4 is we need to calculate value of ASC. So how to calculate value of ASC? So MU2 is C2 into Z2. Clear? So now in C2 and Z2, only the unknown thing is FSC minus FCC into ASC into D minus D dash. So this MU2 is 149 into 10 raised to 6, and FSC, that you know what we have to use. Right now I am using this 353, but you have to use it as a 354 that we have derived. So please give me the answer of by using the actual value of FSC into ASC that we need to calculate, and D minus D dash is nothing but 550 minus 40, and this answer is 149 into 10 raised to 6. So from this we can easily calculate the value of ASC, and that ASC is 852.11 mm square. So this is your required. Please remember, I have written this is required. This is not provided. with the help of these, we need to calculate the provisions, or we need to find out the number of reinforcement with dia. Then we can make a statement about numbers and dia of the reinforcement. Clear? But that we will do later on. Let's calculate the value of AST1 first of all. Now step number 5 is we need to calculate the value of AST1. So AST1, how to determine the AST1? So you all know. Before that, just give me the answer. What is the value of ASC for if you are taking the value of FS is equals to 354? Give me the answer. What is the value of ASC? Okay, please make a calculations. We will later on. We will
846.43. 46.43.
6.43. So there is not a big issue. Clear? Both the amount are nearly equal, because in mm square it's a difference in mm square. So don't worry about these two value. So now I have not checked it. This is from your calculator, so I'm not going to check it. Just I'm going to cross verify it, and it seems that it is good. Okay, no problem. So let's calculate the value of AST1. So now please give me the answer. What is the AST1? What is the AST1? What is the AST1?
Tension reinforced no area.
For this is for balance singly reinforced section. Balance singly reinforced the section. So AST1 is nothing but PT limb into BD by 100. Clear? Into B into D by 100. So our question is how to determine the PT limb. So again, I have told you that please derive the equation of PT limb, because we know the equation of 15 to FCK by Fy into 1 minus under root of 1 minus 4.6 into mu limb divided by FCK BD square. So over here, what you have to write down? 0.138 FCK BD square. FCK BD square nikdi jase. Then you have to multiply it, again do it. So you will able to get this small answer, and that is nothing but 19.82 into FCK divided by Fy. So in this equation, if you put the answer of FCK and Fy, you will able to get this answer, that is equals to 0.96%. So this answer is 0.96 into B is your 300 and D is your 550 divided by 100. So you'll able to get the answer. So that is AST1, and that is nothing but 1584 mm square. Clear? So this is your AST1. So first apro clear થઈ ગયો. Now step number 6, we need to calculate value of AST2. So for AST2, you know the equation how to determine the value of AST2. C2 into Z2, that is equals to T2 into Z2. Z2 get cancel out, so C2 is equals to T2, and from that, or you can use Codal provision also, page number 96, IS 456, page number 96. So from that you can easily determine the T2 is 0.87 Fy into AST2, and C is equals to FSC minus FCC into ASC. So from that you need to just calculate AST2, that is nothing but FSC minus FCC into ASC divided by 0.87 into Fy. Now just calculate it, and your answer is over here 353. You can use 354 minus FCC is 8.92 into ASC is 852.11 divided by 0.87 into Fy is 415. So my answer of this is 812 mm square. So this is my AST2. Now let's determine the total AST. So AST, this is your AST final step. So not final step, you can say this one is a step number 7, and AST is nothing but AST1 plus AST2. So my AST1 is 1584 plus 812, that is equals to 2396 mm square. So now let's determine the number of revisions. So provide, this is also a required. So now I'm going to write down AST required is equals to 2396 mm square. Clear? Now we know the value, we must know about the ASC required. ASC required is, we have found this, and this answer is 852.11 mm square. Now for provisions we have to assume 25 mm dia, then a number of reinforcement is equals to capital AST divided by small AST. So now what is your capital AST? capital AST is your 2396 and your small AST is your, you can use that is your pi by 4 of 25 square. So you can get the answer, and that is most probably 4.6 or 4.7 something. So approximately we need to provide 5 number of reinforcement. Same way over here you can find out 852.11 divided. Right now assume for this 20 mm dia, 20 mm dia bar. So this is pi by 4 of 20 square. So you'll able to get the answer. That answer is approximately this answer is 2.7 something. So we can provide 3 number of reinforcement. So now provided reinforcement, so that you can identify this is your AST, total AST. Now this you can say step number 8, and step number 8. So we can use over here AST provided, that is equals to 5 into pi by 4 of 20 square. Sorry, over here what we have assumed 25 square. So now this is equals to 2554.35 mm square, and ASC provided, that is equals to 3 into pi by 4 of 20 square. So this answer is 942.45 mm square. So now over here our design is completed actually, but please remember this thing. This is really very important and very necessary. Same way, it's really very important. What is important thing is, after designing we must have to cross verify that our section is under reinforced or over reinforced. So for that again please remember, this is not given in any book. It's not any book, this is given in a lot of the reference books, so that's why you have to follow it. So XU, we need to calculate XU. This is an extra step in examination. If you not follow this, then don't worry, people are not worry about this, but for safer sides we need to find value of XU. So how to determine the value of XU? Again, C1 plus C2 is equals to T we need to use. Now what is your C1? So 0.36 into FCK is your 20 into B is your what is the answer of B? B is given in our case, and B is your 300 into XU plus FSC that we have calculated 253, not 253, FSC is your 353. So this is your 353 minus 8.92 into ASC. Over here we need to use value of ASC, that is ASC provided. So this is your 942.45. Clear? Is equals to 0.87 into FY is your 415 and AST. So AST what we need to use is this 2554.35 mm square. So from that you need to calculate value of XU. And XU max, just calculate the value of XU. I'm going to write down the value of XU max, that is 0.48 into D is your 550. So that's why this is your 0.48, just a minute, into 550. So this is your 264 mm. And now determine this value. So for that I'm going to use it 0.87 into 415 into 2554.35. Okay, minus bracket minus 8.12 What is the answer? Just give me the answer. What is the answer? Is it okay? Please give me the answer. Is it okay?
Sir, yes, sir. Wait a minute.
Okay, no problem. Just cross verify the answer, because this is not given in the book. So it is really very required to cross verify. 2160.
The 276.84.
276.84. Yes, exactly. So now look at this. Which type of section is it? This is your XU and this is your XU max. So XU is greater than XU max. So your section is doubly, sorry, your section is over reinforced section. So this is not suitable. So what you need to do is, again I am telling you, this is why you required to follow some of the reference books. That's why now what we can do is, now look at this requirement is 2396. So now let's change this diameter. Instead of using 25 mm diameter, let's use 20 mm diameter. Just give me the answer. What is happening when we are using the 20 mm diameter? So for 2314, na? So 2396 divided by 314.15, so 7.62. So 8 into 314.15. Yes. If you use this 20 mm diameter, then what will happen? This will convert it to 8 number of reinforcement, and then what will happen to this 8 number of reinforcement? Then this is your 2513. So 2513 અહીંયા આવશે, and then you can use 2513 over here, 2513 somewhere over here, 2513, and then just calculate the answer of XU, because the difference is only small, but this is in multiplication. So let's calculate this for 2513. So 0.87 into 415 into 2513. Okay, so this answer is 907 minus 32427.96190. So 583 and divided by 2160. So 269 હજુ બી સેટ નથી થતું. 269 આન્સર આવે છે. So now what you can do is, now you can increase the ESC. Instead of using 3, you can use this as a 4. So 4 number of reinforcement if you are using, then 4 into pi by 4 of that is nothing but 314.15. So your answer is 1260, and now you can use over here 1260 into this 353 minus 8.92. So this is 433. Just a minute. Yes. Now by changing this as a 4 number of reinforcement, instead of doing this, if you change it as a 4 number of reinforcement, then if you use this as a 4, then 4 into pi by 4 of 20 square, then your answer is, most probably your answer is, what is your answer? So 4 into 314, that is 1256.6. Then over here you can use this 1256 instead of 942, 1256.6. Then you will able to get this answer, that is equals to, and you can keep this 2554. So you will able to get this answer is equals to 226 something. Clear? You will able to get the answer 226 something. So then it's under reinforced section. Clear? So like this way you can solve this kind of the difficulties in the example. So this is very necessary. At the end, must calculate about the